Morning, everyone. I'm Garry Morr. I'm the City Controller for the City of Fort Wayne, and we're here to talk about the 2025 budget. And I want to let everyone know that we are presenting a balanced budget for 2025 with that includes actually a 5% reduction in the property tax rate. The property tax budget proposal for 2025, also known as the Civil City Budget, is what we call it, totals $246.2 million. And it demonstrates our ongoing commitment to fiscal discipline and protecting taxpayers. This budget was designed to provide essential services and meet the needs of residents, neighborhoods, and businesses. The city's financial health is very strong. I'm very proud to say that. Through strong fiscal management in partnership with our city council members, we have strong cash reserves. And speaking of our city council members, I think I believe we have 3 behind us, and I'd like to thank all of you for your support. So, examples of some positive indicators going forward. Our local assessed valuations on our properties continue to rise in the city 12 years in a row. We've had steady revenue growth, which has positioned the city to maintain a very strong cash balance over the past several years. And we'll talk a little bit about highlights of the budget. Our ongoing commitment to neighborhood infrastructure will feature $44.7 million that will be invested in streets, roads, sidewalks, alleys, bridges, and trails. On top of that, we will be investing another $3 million in our park system. That's a total investment of $47.7 million. And that's in our capital budget. Some of our highlights of our operating budget include, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Fort Wayne Police Department. The department will have a recruit class that will keep the budgeted number of officers patrolling the street to 500. In addition to that, the police chief has worked on securing 10 additional officers, which will be requested through a COPS grant, which will bring the number to 510. The police department will also be expanding the Investigative Operations Center technology as part of the Real-Time Crime Center for solving violent crimes. Fort Wayne PD will also expand their downtown bicycle, forensics, and drone units. For our Fort Wayne Fire Department, we are going to be adding 3 new fire engines for next year. Also, the 97th recruit class is planned for the Fort Wayne Fire Department, which will keep their head count at 375 full-time firefighters. There are also upgrades planned for the Safety Village, as well as the design of a new fire station number 5 in Waynedale. Second fire station we will have built in 2 years. As mentioned, let's talk a little bit about the Parks Department, that we'll be investing $3 million in our parks. There will also be improvements to Brewer Park, which there was a press conference yesterday. Packard Park's master plan work will finish in 2025, and Foster Park's entrance design will be completed in 25 as well. There's also plans for Headwaters Park, which will make Councilman Paddock, I think, very happy. And those plans include a new fountain with a splash pad feature. And finally, Riverfront Phase 2B, which is the large part of our Riverfront development, will be well underway in 2025. In conclusion, those are the highlights I've talked about. I really want to thank everyone behind me and the controller staff who is in the audience, who have worked very hard, as well as department heads, to put this budget together. We had some challenges with the budget this year, and I'll be talking a little bit about those Tuesday evening, but we have, it's a business as usual budget, plus again, we are a strong capital investments, which we're really proud of. I have met with many members of City Council for the input for this budget, And we'll be looking forward to talking to them next Tuesday evening with the formal introduction to council. I'm also finally, in conclusion, encouraged by the ongoing state and national recognition that our city has received for sound fiscal management and being good stewards of taxpayers' dollars. With that, I am going to turn it over to Mayor Sharon Tucker.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you again for being here. I have to tell you that I am super nervous and excited about this being my first budget opportunity to stand before you. Having been a city council representative and now mayor, I know what it's like to be able to work on the budget from both sides of the perspective. And I can tell you that Controller Garry Morr and his team, in conjunction with the city council and all of the department heads, have pulled together a good budget to keep the city rolling forward, making sure that we're fiscally sound and making sure that we're able to meet all of our commitments and our needs as we go forward. I look forward to positive dialogue with the city council representatives when we present the budget on Tuesday night. I know that there'll be questions that we have answers prepared for, and I'm also looking forward to making sure that we continue to invest into the quality of life that our community has begun to become so aware of, and the thing that makes us the all-American city that we are. Because we are fiscally sound, because we are good stewards of the tax dollars that we have received and been entrusted with, we continue to see our city grow, which is why we've won the number of awards that we've won. Fastest growing Midwest American city in the world, and we'll continue to build upon those accolades as we work through our budget season and into 2025. So I am thankful again for everyone who has had input, for those that have had to make adjustments into their schedules and into their budget to be able to help the city do and be all that it is. At this time, this will be the end of our press conference, but we will be here for any individual questions that you may have for each department, Controller Garry Morr and myself. Thank you again for being present with us. We appreciate it.